Hi there, everybody, and welcome back. So, in the last episode, we did a lot of fighting, and it took me about 2 hours before I ran into the vampire girl and the Marlboro. So, now we're gonna head down into the south of the village and into this little hut here in the left corner. And we have to interact with this bookshelf. Many old books line the shelf, and we're going to ask it about the mask. Make of the wild mask offering to the goddess beneath Mysidia, white mask. If thou art pure of heart, the doppelganger will cease to move. Find then the black mask upon him, and both he and his deceitful heart shall fade. Fit then the black mask, and can't really learn or ask anything else. Nothing happened. You can ask about the in the ages past pandemonium. The mages of the old Wales spells of fearsome power and banished pandemonium. However, the mages feared that the spell was so powerful it could throw the world into chaos. So, constructed a great tower and sealed it within the tower, inscribed with the spell secret. You can read it. You ask about the Ultima spell. So, that's basically all we can do in here, as far as I know for now. So head on out and go to your right and then up, and there's a passage down. So follow the path, head to the left, and voila, there's a statue there. Interact with it. The statue beams with a beatific smile. Use the white mask on it. The key item, white mask. Dun dun dun. You place the vile mask on the statue. White mask. I don't know why I read the vile mask. Anyway, now we're going to head out of the village. And we're actually going to head back to the ship. And we're going on a small journey. So go back to wherever you left your ship. And we're heading to the east. Kind of down towards the Diced area. But instead of going to Dice, we're going to head a little bit to the southeast. Or west to this small island, and we're going inside it, and we're in the tropical island. And immediately we meet the new enemy, Yellow Jelly. Use magic attacks, works best. Some physical can work sometimes, but most of the time it deals 0 damage, sometimes random 30, 40, 50, 70. And head south, all the way to the south, and you can get some eye drops. Continue up, around, into the middle, and you get high potion. Head back, and into the middle part, there's another chest. Another high potion. Continue out and in, then head south, and down in the corner, kind of in the middle, we get some ether. And now we can walk up and continue all the way to the left side of the screen, and we get spider silk item. And now walk back up and straight up to the middle, follow the path around, and head down the stairs at the end. Tropical Island B2. And this area I had to re-record because for some reason my recording didn't work. So that's why you see the chests are already open, but follow the same path I walk. There you have another chest. Follow down the path to B4. Walk around and head north and up. And here's an interesting little place. This is basically a place you have to visit to get the trophy of going to every place, but some weird people walking around with red mask, and then there's these two people that have some kind of green mask. I think they sell potions and stuff like that, and the other one sells weapons. So I'm buying, refilling some items just because, why not? And then I check the other guy, and I find out that he has some weapons, and pretty good ones. So I buy one of each just to have them, and I put the demon axe. Well, maybe I didn't equip it. Well, yeah, I did. I think I put demon axe and demon spear on to Guy, and his attack increases a little bit. And the ruby curious, I guess, is stronger than the copper and stuff like that, but it's weaker than what we have equipped. Can't tell why I lingered so long, really, but I was reading like the description of the items. And then of course I equip. And I check the stats and compare them a little bit. But yeah, all of the little section where the chests are already open, I had to re-record and show you the path to go smoothest way to get the chests. And there are, I think, monsters in some, but I think most of them are treasures. And the monsters are basically, I think, monsters you already fought, if there is one. And I don't know why it didn't record, maybe because I paused and then I was checking the progress of a YouTube video that I uploaded, and when I did that it stopped recording, so I had to re-record everything. But anyway, you only have to stay here for a little while, so do some shopping if you want, then head back the same way you came, down to the south, up to the ladder, and then continue up to the next staircase, head all the way to the right, and you run into another chest. Continue down south, and you reach another chest at the bottom, and I think that one has enemies. And then continue up and into the left, You find another chest, head around, and continue down to the middle section for another chest. Head back up, and can't really do much, and you head down into the middle. In the staircase. Head down south for another chest. Continue up and to the right, follow that up into the middle, and you can't do anything but walk around this part. And you head down in the staircase at the bottom. You head down, continue up south, and walk up to the staircase and up, and you find a chest with monsters. And now we're back on track. So these are undead monsters, so use fire and physical attacks, and it shouldn't be any problems. And you get Phoenix down. And then I can't remember if I showed this earlier, a poison toad, and big surprise, they can poison you. And we got an antidote. So now we're back in B4, head up in the middle and keep to your left side. And here we got a wild horn. That's a new animal. We fought big horns before, and now we have a wild horn. But physical attack works very well. And here we have a chest when you walk down the stairs. And you find a death idol. An item that I believe throws a spell equal to death spell. Continue south, west, east into the corner and take the stairs up, and you follow the path up north and head down the staircase. Continue around to the south to another staircase, follow it down, walk down and head to your left, and you have 3 chests there. You get sleep grass and monsters in the other chest. So wild horn and poison toads. Physical attacks and magic work good. If you're having low magic spells, it's a good time to throw some spells and level them up. Otherwise than that, or other than that, physical attacks works well. I have a lot of life, so they won't bring it down that easily. And you get a Gaia drum, which I believe is earth spell, or like earthquake equal to earthquake spell or something similar like that. But it's an item that throws the same spell basically as earthquake, or whatever they call it on this earth spell. So head back, and you continue to the north, and then you head to your right and you get 1,000 gills. Walk around after taking the chest down the little staircase, and we have a chest with a sleep tome. Walk all the way to the left side of the screen and head down, and then here we have the boss and the final chest. So I'm gonna refill some life using cure magic from Maria, and get some points to maybe level it up a little bit. But for now I'm full life, and I'm gonna just drop some ethers on them to give some extra magic. And when you're ready, it guard mask, says Guy. And the big horn appears, and it's 4 of them. But these guys are a simpler version of the wild horn, I think, so it shouldn't be any problem to deal with them. Couple of physical attacks, couple of magic attacks, and you're ready to continue. Take that. And you open the chest, and what do you get? You find the black mask in the chest. So that's the second mask that we need. So head behind it and you can teleport out of the cave. And when you're ready, get back into your ship, and we're gonna actually head a little bit to the northeast, to the desert area around Mysidia, and we're heading to walk into the center area, close to Mysidia, but on the other side of the cliffs. So head on up in between here, go in between the rocks, and head south, and you come to the little mountain in the middle of it. And I'm gonna use a tent here, or a cottage, and rest up and refill magic and HP. And that's gonna conclude this episode, I think. And I do hope you join me again next time, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.